Thought it was a complete game by us. Thought Farr really set the tone with power stuff out there on the Tuesday night, and then our offense followed suit. So it was a good night under tough conditions, a little cold, a little rainy, but our guys didn't care. We just went out there and played pretty good baseball for the most part.
We'll start with Jeff.
Did you see what you wanted to see out of Farr?
Yeah, for sure. And I think he got a little tired there in the fifth, which is to be expected. But you saw an elite fastball. You saw a really good breaking ball, and he threw strikes. So it's exactly what we were hoping to see.
How important is it to have a couple of power arms like that for these midweek games?
Well, I mean, power arms win generally, especially if they throw strikes and have secondary pitches. You need to win as many of these midweek games as you can because they add up over the course of the year and they determine how far you go into the postseason and where you're placed and do you get to host. So having an elite arm like that, it's definitely an advantage.
Obviously a smaller sample size, but what you see out of Andy Peters?
He's not quite as far along as Farr coming off the injury, but he's on schedule. His fastball was in that 90-91 range. He'll be in that range that Farr was today once he's fully back. But he threw strikes for the most part, had a quick, clean inning, so we'll take that. We'll take it.
Go back right here.
2 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third. How nice was it to get out to that quick start and so guys could just kind of settle in?
Yeah, that's you try to score every inning you play, and we did that. We scored a majority of the innings today. So again, we just want to have an offense that just grinds on you, and as every out we make is a tough out, and when we get on bases, we can make things happen. We stole bases today. We drove the ball. Only had 2 strikeouts on the night, so the offense is coming along.
Do you guys kind of want to put the pressure on the other team when the weather's like this and, it's probably hard to –
You always want to put pressure on the other team. You want to be able to threaten them with a hit and run or bunt for hits or stolen bases. That's a part of a good, well-rounded offense. We didn't hit a home run tonight, and we scored 14 runs. That's progress for us big time.
Along those same lines, you seem like you're putting a lot of pressure on teams with your speed. Is that kind of what you saw from this team, and y'all going to continue to do that?
Well, we knew we were more athletic. There's no question about it, and we played probably 5 guys that could steal bases tonight, starting with Wimmer and Campbell at the top. Heinrich can steal a base. Khalil can steal a base. And then guys that came in later, Brady Allen can steal a base. We have guys that can put pressure on them, but we also have some guys that can handle the bat in case we want to hit and run some too. So you just want to be a well-rounded offense.
Yeah, going off of that, I think you're at 15 stolen bases through 4 games. Is that kind of just a feature of the teams you're playing, or do you think that'll be kind of a consistent theme of the offense?
We won't be able to steal as many bases in the SEC because pitchers are quicker to the plate and catchers throw probably a lot stronger and quicker times. But it still will be a factor at times. There'll be power arms in the SEC that are a little bit slower to the plate that you can take advantage of. But you have to have guys that can run in your lineup. You have to have athletes that can do it. And right now we have some athletes that can do it.
Back right, Cam and then Jeff.
I believe you had 8 different players being able to get on base through base hits today. Just how important is it to have a variety of players to have to turn to when you need a hit?
Yeah, you want to have a good lineup 1 through 9, and I think we have that. George is doing a really nice job. He's made progress offensively. He didn't hit in the 9 hole today, hit in the 8. But you look at the top of our lineup, and we had 3 guys with multiple hit days. And I look at the bottom of our lineup, and he had 8 and 9 hole with multiple hit games. So you want to have length in your lineup. So that's a good thing when you can not have to rely on just 1 or 2 guys. You want to be strong 1 through 9.
What went into the decision to hit Wimmer lead off today, and how did you think he handled that role?
Very well. He was 2 for 5, didn't strike out, got on base, stole a base. So yeah, he's a mature kid, and he's our best option right now. That's why we did it.
How is Brennan Malone looking for this weekend? And
We'll be day to day with him. We'll be a little bit conservative with him. I don't want him to be in the lineup, out of the lineup, in the lineup, out of the lineup. I want to get a good handle on it. And when our trainers tell me he's 100% and it's behind us, then he'll be in there. But I just don't want to go in and out of the lineup with him and have it be a yo-yo to where you just never know, is he going to be able to play today? I want to get him to the point where it's behind him.
You'll face a little bit tougher competition this weekend. So what do you want to see out of the guys this weekend?
Just want to see growth. You know, our first weekend was very solid. Tonight was a good night all the way around in terms of pitching and offense. I just want to see this team continue to grow. We made some mistakes out there on the bases today that we'll be able to teach on tomorrow at practice. I just want to see a team that continues to grow and evolve in a very positive way. All right. Thank you.